For once, just live in the moment. Will you marry me?
I had a very kind of slow, very traditional come up in the business. I went to drama school for 3 years and did like almost 30 plays and came out and just started auditioning.
Come to think of it, it kind of looked like you.
Looked like me. So he was good looking.
No. Denzel plays the chief of police in this small town off the coast of Miami, and I play a very unhappily married woman. I'm married to Dean Cain. Remember Superman?
Yep.
And we're having a hot, torrid affair.
Really?
Yes. A double homicide happens in the town, and all the evidence points to Denzel's character, and he has to solve it. And Denzel had just won the Oscar.
Right.
You know, I had been watching him my whole life, 40 feet high.
Right.
I meet him, and it was like, I was so nervous. I was like shaking like a leaf, and here I am having to play this woman who seduces him. So it was pretty scary. It was
Yeah,
a pretty scary
that's heavy,
situation.
though.
It was a lot of acting involved. You asked me what was missing
What?
from basketball.
You woke me up to tell me that?
It's not fun for me anymore because you're missing.
I know that you're being nice right now because I found out recently that you and Boris went out on a date. Oh, before we met. Okay, I just want you guys to know, when you're designing,
It is my job to keep you alive on this expedition, and I need your help to do that. Since I don't have time to properly train you, I'm laying down 3 simple rules.
What just happened was the most amazing, most fulfilling, most exhilarating 5 minutes I've ever had in my life.
10 minutes.
You ladies look so fine, time will stand still just to check you out.
You look so fine, I'ma forget you used that line when we met. But I don't think this is the right time. We have a lot to talk about, and it's not gonna be solved overnight.
Did Sanaa Lathan's love life really blow the lid off Hollywood's best-kept secrets? Word on the street is there's talk of a sneaky affair, whispers of a secret baby, and yes, that infamous Beyoncé bite still got folks clutching their pearls. Y'all remember Sanaa, right? Baby girl was the it girl back in the day, serving face, talent, and all the vibes. Strap in because Sanaa Lathan's life is a roller coaster of drama, glam, and straight-up boss moves. Born on September 19th, 1971 in New York City, Sanaa came out the gate with entertainment in her blood. Her dad, Stan Lathan, was out here directing for TV like it was nothing.
My partner, Russell Simmons, and I, first of all, want to thank our friends and family at HBO. For someone that's been around the business a while, I'll tell you, HBO is a great place to do business.
And let's not forget her mama, Eleanor McCoy. Sis was a whole Broadway queen and an Alvin Ailey dancer, serving talent and grace on stage like it was second nature.
My legal papers, I should have gotten them 2 days ago.
Things take time.
Time, shit. You know, it's got nothing to do with time.
It's no mystery where Sanaa got her stunning looks and star power. Her parents were dripping in talent and good genes. Growing up in a household that is creative, of course the baby girl was bound to catch the arts bug.
I had a very kind of slow, very traditional come up in the business. I went to drama school for 3 years and did like almost 30 plays and came out and just started auditioning.
Oh, and get this. Sanaa has a twin brother who stays low-key, adding a little extra mystery to her already intriguing life. Growing up, she split her time between the hustle and bustle of New York and the laid-back luxury of Beverly Hills, giving her a blend of East Coast grit and West Coast glam. But don't get it twisted. Sanaa wasn't born into stardom. She was just a regular kid figuring life out, dealing with divorced parents, and riding the roller coaster of adolescence. Now, about that scar on her right cheek, baby girl got that from a childhood mishap with an oven while in Play-Doh. She flipped it into a flex when the scar became part of the plot in Love and Basketball. Talk about making lemonade out of lemons. Sanaa went on to slay at the University of California, Berkeley, and topped it off with a master's in drama from Yale School of Drama. Clearly, the stage and screen were calling her name, and Hollywood came knocking quickly. By the late 90s and early 2000s, she was that girl. Her breakout moment? None other than Love and Basketball in 2000, where she brought the heat alongside Omar Epps.
One game, one-on-one.
For what?
Your heart.
So I had never picked up a basketball, never. And, but I had, my mother was a dancer, and so she always had me in dance classes. So that was my saving grace. Gina, the director, she wanted a basketball player who could act and not an actress who could, they had to teach basketball. Oh. So I was very lucky because early on I did a read-through of the script, just for like an audience for her to hear the script, and she remembered my performance. And so when it was time for auditioning, she brought me in, and it was me and a bunch of basketball players. And after every time I would go in, then I'd go across the street and have to dribble and have to do layups, and I was horrible. And she kept bringing in basketball players, and I finally said, look, you know, if you're bringing in basketball players and giving them acting coaches, why don't you get me a basketball coach?
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. I had to use my voice, you know?
Yes.
And then finally, after months and months, you know, I still was horrible. I was still horrible. You know, how can you learn to?
Yeah.
But I learned to look like a basketball player. I could
Act like you got it.
I had the form. I had all of the. I could actually do all the tricks.
Oh.
But put me in a game.
Uh-oh.
That was horrible.
You can make
The chemistry between Sanaa and Omar was so fierce, fans just knew they had something going on in real life, and they were right. For a minute, the two were Hollywood's low-key it couple, but like most Tinseltown love stories, it burned out as fast as it sparked. Still, Sanaa wasn't letting a breakup slow her roll. She came through and shut it down in the iconic The Best Man.
For once, just live in the moment. Will you marry me?
And let's not forget when she switched it up and headlined Alien vs. Predator, proving she could hold her own in a sci-fi blockbuster. Sanaa was out here showing the world she wasn't just a rom-com queen. Sis had range. Then came The Family That Prays, where she gave us drama, sass, and all the feels. Sanaa had folks hooked, showing yet again that she could dominate any genre she touched.
All that money you stole from me was given to me by William.
She kept the momentum going with unforgettable roles in Brown Sugar. Who can forget Yeah, I'm Gonna Marry Reese?
Reese.
Yeah, I'm gonna marry Reese.
And Out of Time, where she held her own alongside the legendary Denzel Washington. Sis was unstoppable.
Come to think of it, it kind of looked like you.
Looked like me. So he was good looking.
No. Denzel plays the chief of police in this small town off the coast of Miami, and I play a very unhappily married woman. I'm married to Dean Cain. Remember Superman?
Yeah.
And we're having a hot, torrid affair.
Really?
Yes. A double homicide happens in the town, and all the evidence points to Denzel's character, and he has to solve it. And Denzel had just won the Oscar.
Right.
You know, I had been watching him my whole life, 40 feet high.
Right.
I meet him, and it was like, I was so nervous. I was like shaking like a leaf, and here I am having to play this woman who seduces him. So it was pretty scary. It was a pretty scary situation. It was a lot of acting involved.
Now, speaking of Out of Time, here's where it gets spicy. Rumors started flying that Sanaa and Denzel weren't just acting on set. They allegedly had some real-life sparks going on too. Word on the street was they had an affair during filming, and the chatter even included whispers of a secret love child. Neither Sanaa nor Denzel ever confirmed a thing. But you know Hollywood lives for drama. The tabloids went wild, dubbing Sanaa a homewrecker and dissecting her personal life like it was their full-time job. And just when you think the gossip dies down, those same rumors pop right back up every few years. But let's talk about the tea that still has folks clutching their pearls. The alleged Beyoncé biting drama. In 2018, Tiffany Haddish came through with a bombshell, claiming that an actress actually bit Queen Bey at a party.
There was another actress that was there who was also talking to Jay-Z. And she touched Jay-Z's chest, and Beyonce came walking up like, she didn't say that. But her demeanor, her body frame, the way she walked up on her was like, man, off my man's chest, right? And so then she started talking to that actress, and some other stuff happened, but I ain't gonna say nothing yet, but it's gonna be.
The internet went wild. And of course, Sanaa's name shot straight to the top of the suspect list. At first, Sanaa laughed it off like it was nothing, tweeting, Y'all are funny. Under no circumstances did I bite Beyoncé, and if I did, it would have been a love bite. But let's be real, those rumors stuck like glue, adding more fuel to the already hot mess that was her Hollywood storyline. Did she really do it, or was she just playing coy? Baby, only Sanaa and Queen Bee know what went down that night. But it wasn't all red carpets and champagne toast for Sanaa. There were even whispers that she got blackballed from Hollywood. Can you imagine? Sis has had her fair share of drama, especially when it came to on-set beef. One of the biggest was during her time on Nip Tuck, where things got so heated, people were talking about it for years.
It's so nice to have a woman in charge. Well, the boys need to know that we can do a lot more than answer phones and make a good cup of coffee.
Word on the street is that Sanaa's no-nonsense, tell-it-like-it-is attitude didn't exactly vibe with Nip Tuck creator Ryan Murphy. Allegedly, the tension between them got so bad that Sanaa was written off earlier than planned. Murphy, known for his drama both on-screen and behind the scenes, apparently didn't appreciate Sanaa's refusal to play the Hollywood game. And we all know how it goes in Tinseltown. If you're not a yes man, you can find yourself out the door faster than a tabloid scandal.
People always say, you know, how do you pick your roles? And the truth is your roles pick you, because for every role that I've gotten, there have been about 15 that I didn't get.
Right.
So it's not like I'm, you know, necessarily only picking these roles. These are the roles that happen to work out. I mean, this business, no matter what level of success you have, there's still always rejection.
And let's not forget the affair rumors that still have people talking.
Help Anton. Leave him out of your next book.
All that drama swirling around her love life, especially the alleged fling with a certain high-profile co-star, added yet another layer to Sanaa's already complicated Hollywood narrative. If there's one thing about Tinseltown, it's that it loves a scandal. And honey, Sanaa's had her fair share. Now, about that show she was rumored to have quietly been let go from, the whispers have it that creative differences and some serious personality clashes with her co-stars led to her exit. But Sanaa's always been about her craft, and trust, she's never been one to back down. She's been vocal about standing her ground, even if that meant losing a gig or two. And let's not forget about her family life, which has had its own share of drama. Sanaa's always been tight with her parents, but it hasn't always been sunshine and rainbows. Her father, Stan Lathan, is a big name in entertainment, and there were rumors floating around that his connections opened doors for Sanaa. But sis shut that down real quick, denying it with all the confidence in the world.
And your parents worked in the entertainment industry.
Yes.
Did they encourage you to pursue your career? Or?
Actually, it was the opposite.
Really?
When I told my dad that I wanted to become an actor, he basically almost cried and kind of begged me to not do it.
Sanaa has been clear in addressing the rumors of nepotism, consistently asserting that her career success is a result of her talent and hard work, not her father's connections. She's always been vocal about earning her roles on her own merit. Regarding her twin brother, while he's remained out of the public eye, there have been reports of some tension between the siblings. The dynamics seemed to shift as Sanaa's career flourished, and she became more of a public figure. Despite any potential awkwardness during family gatherings, Sanaa has repeatedly emphasized the importance of family, even with the complexities that can arise from such relationships. Sanaa's romantic life has also drawn considerable attention. After her relationship with Omar Epps ended, she was linked to several high-profile figures, including rapper French Montana, further fueling public interest in her personal life.
Sanaa, Lila M wants to know, can you 100% confirm or deny that you dated French Montana?
Well, you know what? We hung out for a minute.
During an interview on The Boris and Nicole Show, Sanaa dropped some real talk. She spoke candidly about her journey in Hollywood, the highs and lows of her career, and how she's navigated the challenges of being a Black woman in the industry. Sanaa didn't hold back, addressing the rumors about her personal life and emphasizing that her success was earned through dedication and hard work, not by riding on anyone's coattails. She even touched on the pressures of being constantly under the microscope, giving fans a glimpse into the woman behind the headlines.
You're being nice right now because I found out recently that you and Boris went out on a date.
So we have a mutual friend. This was before Boris this was when he was a big supermodel.
But nothing has stirred the pot quite like the Denzel drama. Even to this day, people can't seem to let go of those rumored affair whispers. The speculation has stuck to Sanaa like glue, following her through the highs and lows of her career. But here's the thing, Sanaa has always been fiercely private. She's kept her personal life under lock and key, never giving the tabloids enough to chew on. She's not the type to feed into the drama, and that's exactly why folks keep coming back for more.
Are you ever gonna get married?
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's in the
I hope
stars?
so. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
Because I look at your ring finger and there's nothing there.
No, there isn't. No.
Not even one ring.
I don't know either. It would be nice to see Sanaa settled down with a Lil family, living her best life. But you know how Hollywood is. Always got folks in your business. What do y'all think though? Now, in 2019, Sanaa faced something way more serious than the Hollywood drama. She was involved in a bad car accident in Los Angeles. The details were kept hush-hush, but it was reported that she had some injuries that required physical therapy. That accident was a wake-up call for Sanaa, and she even opened up about how it made her reassess her life, shifting her focus to her health and well-being instead of just chasing the next big role. Hollywood can be a cold, ruthless game, but Sanaa's learned to take care of herself, mentally and physically. After a few quiet years, Sanaa made her big comeback, starring in the Netflix hit Nappily Ever After, reminding us all why she's still a force to be reckoned with.
You go to one of those 1,000 hair supplies on this block and buy me the best hair money can buy and figure out a way to attach it to my head.
And I was kind of in denial because I was like, I'm not shaving my head. I had a lot of hair and I was like, it's, there's prosthetic bald caps that look really good. But the more I did research into the themes of the movie and the character, I was like, I can't not do it.
Did you, in real life, when you shaved your head, what did you really?
Well, you'll see it. You'll get to see it. Me shaving my head on camera.
On camera for
so that was
camera.
real.
Wow.
It's real. 100% real.
That role in Nappily Ever After really hit home for fans and critics alike. The film, with its powerful themes of self-love and embracing natural beauty, was so Sanaa. It aligned perfectly with her own advocacy for authenticity, especially for Black women in Hollywood. She's always been about celebrating who you are, flaws and all, and that movie showcased her in a way that resonated with us all. Now, some folks have even compared her to the beautiful Ashanti. What do y'all think? Do you see the resemblance? They both got that undeniable charm and killer smile, but Sanaa definitely has her own unique flavor. And let's not forget, Sanaa's been making moves behind the camera too. She directed an episode of Insecure, showing that she's not just a star in front of the camera, but she's out here creating and shaping the narrative too.
Listen, I can't imagine my life without you, and I don't ever want to lose you.
Sanaa's out here taking on more production roles and making sure Black women get the opportunities they deserve. Sis has been vocal about wanting to create space for more women of color, both in front of and behind the camera, and she's putting in the work to make it happen. She's not just waiting for the right roles to come her way, she's creating them. Most recently, she starred in Hit and Run, further proving that she's not slowing down anytime soon. Sanaa's on a mission, and Hollywood better watch out because she's here to stay.
What are you doing here?
Someone killed my wife. I need to find some answers.
And honey, Sanaa's got some exciting projects in the works, including a leading role in an upcoming thriller series for Hulu. Oh, and don't sleep on her cameo in Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes, Larry David definitely knows how to pick his people. Sanaa's got that star power, and Larry saw it. We see you, girl, out here doing your thing. At 52 years old, let's just say Sanaa is still flying high. Sis is drinking from the fountain of youth, or maybe it's just those beautiful genes from both sides of her family. Either way, she's showing no signs of slowing down. And during a recent interview, she dropped some real gems about how she's living her best life and still staying true to herself. Keep soaring, Sanaa. The sky's the limit.
Kind of a light bulb moment about that in the last year or so. And we're so used to talking down to ourselves inside our heads. We're not even realizing, oh, I hate this part of my body. I hate this. I don't like this. I wish I had that. But if you could just really somehow treat yourself like a little girl, like if you could really just imagine that when you're saying that to a 5-year-old little girl, and you would never do that. You would never do that. You would build her up. That is deep.
Her net worth is estimated to be around $4 million. Not too shabby for a woman who's had to claw her way through the Hollywood maze. But Sanaa ain't just an actress. She's a producer, a director, and an advocate. Time and time again, she's shown that she's here to stay, and she's doing it all on her own terms. Sanaa Lathan's journey through Hollywood has been anything but ordinary. From those rumored secret affairs with Denzel to the infamous Beyoncé bite scandal, she's kept us all on the edge of our seats, all while delivering nothing but fire performances. She's faced her setbacks, from on-set feuds to being let go from shows, but baby, nothing has dimmed her shine. She's a walking reminder that Hollywood isn't always as glamorous as it seems. It's full of pitfalls, whispers, and people just waiting for you to fall. But Sanaa, she's taken every rumor, every scandal, every piece of gossip, and flipped it into fuel to rise even higher. She's fierce, she's talented, and she's unapologetically herself. And isn't that exactly what we love about her? Thank you for tuning in, y'all.